He'll bring it out. It's Switzer. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Making side adjustments here. From the gun, the ground game. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. If he gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just
breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Back to pass, it's Young. Finds his man, it's Williams. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And you got man-to-man coverage, you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Switzer. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw at Young. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense really needed that opening drive, man. They've given up some yards. The offense has gained some momentum, but nice job in their own territory. Backed up. What do? They get after the quarterback and force the predictable passing 3rd and long situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's McCluster. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his...
There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Jackson will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's down. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On first down from the 13-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCluster. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on first down. And they can't make the connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nothing doing again. A 3rd straight stop behind the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a gap. It's McCluster. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid time.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Switzer. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Back to throw, it's Young. He's got it inside the 30. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Jones. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Jackson going to throw it. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive, 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it in the air, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Jackson will throw. Quick strike complete. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Here comes the offense on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.